Good afternoon, everybody. It's One Entertainment here, coming at you guys today with another video. Today, we're talking about Black Ops 6. If you guys don't already know, the reveal for the game itself is coming on June 9th. What I want to talk about more specifically is 5 of the most anticipated features I'm looking for in Black Ops 6 Zombies. To be honest, I'm not too concerned with the multiplayer. I'm more of a Zombies fan than anything. For my number one pick, we're going to start off with Grief Mode. Now, this is something that was introduced back in Black Ops 2 Zombies with Grief on Town, and of course, they expanded upon it in 2013 with Grief on Cell Block and on Burrow. I was the biggest fan of this mode. I still am to this day. I was always a huge fan of the different mechanics. The meat, for instance, you would throw the meat at another player and zombies would rush over to them, kind of like a monkey bomb effect almost. But more than that, it was one team against another team, 4 players on each team. The ultimate goal was to see who could survive the longest. In maps like Mob of the Dead, you have the traps, which make things a lot more interesting. And in maps like Town, you have the EMP grenades, where you can EMP perks and EMP the box as well. So if Grief Mode does return in Black Ops 6 Zombies, I would be oh so ecstatic. The second feature I really want to see return is a functional liquid divinium system. Now, the reason I say functional is because if you did play Black Ops 4 Zombies, which shouts out Greg FPS for the gameplay, I really appreciate that, broski, you'd be familiar with the Nebulium plasma system, which was a lot harder to obtain compared to liquid divinium. And even back in Black Ops 3, it did take a while to acquire one. I believe it was like every 200 kills, and if you opened a certain amount of doors on the map or something like that. There used to be a strategy on Setsubo where you get to round 6 and open up 3 or 4 doors and you'd be guaranteed one, but even then it did take a while. So since Gobblegums are confirmed at this point in time, if they are able to make a more functional liquid divinium system where it's easier to acquire it, it happens more frequently, that would be fantastic. I'm just hoping they don't return back to the Nebulium plasma system. Number 3 is going to be inclusive Easter eggs. Now, the reason I'm saying inclusive is because obviously if you're familiar with Black Ops 3 Zombies, you would know the first map, Shadows of Evil, had an Easter egg that required 4 players to complete. Although people do speed running in the solo category, they register the end of it in solo, I believe, as when you defeat the Shadow Man, so you don't have to do the Gateworm step. It did kind of throw me off on the launch of the game. Even though it was fun playing through with my friends, it's always nice to have that alternative as a solo player to be able to play through Easter eggs. Albeit that is a bit of a nitpick because that was the only Easter egg in Black Ops 3 where 4 players were required, with the exception of Shangri-La, obviously, when Chronicles released, but that wasn't until 2017. But I'm really hoping they do more solo Easter eggs. It'd also be pretty cool to see them reintroduce the option of choosing between a side. It doesn't necessarily have to be Richtofen and Maxis like in Black Ops 2, but maybe it could be between 2 other characters. Number 4 is going to be Easter egg rewards. Now, while there was an Easter egg reward in Black Ops 3 Zombies at the very end in Revelations, which required you to obviously complete all of the other Easter eggs, the reward itself allowed you to open up the mystery box and obtain pack-a-punch weapons from the mystery box. But the catch was you had to grab a wisp and make it back to the theater from the spawn without being hit by a zombie once, which made it kind of difficult, but it was still a pretty cool reward. At the same time though, I do have to say the Easter egg rewards in Black Ops 3 were quite limited. Same goes for Black Ops 4. I don't even think there really was one in Black Ops 4. There was more so just in-game rewards where, for instance, if you're playing through maps like Alpha Omega, the further you get throughout the Easter egg, you're rewarded with things like the Ray Gun Mark II, a free pack-a-punch weapon, stuff like that. But it'd be nice to see stuff like Director's Cut that was added into Infinite Warfare Zombies, which worked the same way, where you had to complete all the Easter eggs in Infinite Warfare Zombies, but the reward was so much better. You could activate it at any time. You would spawn in with 25,000 points, all the perks in the game. It made it incredibly easy to do the Easter eggs again. It'd be cool to see something like that, or just to see them get kind of creative with it as well. Last thing I want to talk about here is survival maps. Number 5 on my most anticipated features I like to see in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Survival maps were a thing back in Black Ops 2 with maps like Town Survival, Farm, and Bus Depot. Nuketown is also considered a survival map. And I'll be honest, when playing Black Ops 2, some of my most fond memories growing up as a child were playing Town Survival with my friends after school, not transit. I always saw the survival maps as a nice change of pace for gameplay purposes because you're not required to do any crazy Easter egg that's compiled or anything like that. It's just simply survive, get your perks, upgrade, find a nice spot to camp or train with your friends, maybe even do a 2-box challenge, spice things up, 2 perk challenge, no perk challenge, no jug challenge, whatever you want. Play however you want, basically. That's the epitome of survival maps. It'd be great to see them implement that into Black Ops 6, especially since it's been revealed that transit is confirmed to be in the game. So who knows, maybe we could see survival at the power station or even survival in the cabin or something crazy like that. That would be pretty wild. Maybe even survival in the tunnel. But regardless, I'm looking forward to seeing what the game has in store. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.